Hello, inflatable fans. I hope you're well. Yes, I am in my dressing gown. No, I don't give a toss. I've just found a problem with a boat that I went out in a couple of weeks ago. There was a dodgy valve with it, and I've sorted that out because it just needed tightening up. But I've also found this. Yeah, I squirted some water on the hull and found there's a little hole in it. I have squirted water all around it and didn't find anything else. So I've currently marked the hole and now I'm going to fix it. Okay, I've got all the air out of this. I think you can actually see, I can see like a little nick there. I have marked that with a marker pen, but there's a little nick there where the hole is. So it's probably where I've just kind of caught it on a rock or something sharp. So the way to fix this is to seal that hole first and then patch it. So I'm going to use some Storm Sure. Now I've had this a little while, I'm not quite sure the condition of it if I'm honest. Hoping it's alright. I've got a little bit of a plastic bag here because I haven't got a glove. Let's see if we can squeeze. Yes, that's coming out. Awesome. Right, so all I'm literally going to do is blob that into that area. So I'm going to smear some on first and then I'm going to leave a blob on top. Just flatten that down a tad. There we go. And that is to seal the hole. The patch that I put on isn't to seal the hole, that's just to protect the area. But I'm going to let that dry for 24 hours before I put a patch on it. Because what I want is I want the glue to seal the hole. Okay, we're a little over 24 hours later now, and I think you can see there that hole has a nice covering of glue on it. So that hole is well and truly sealed. This kayak does come with a couple of sections of material for effecting repairs, and I'm going to use the darker, slightly thicker floor material for this. As I say, the patch isn't to repair the hole, to seal the hole is now sealed. The patch is just to protect that area. I'm going to use this elastic glue. This is one that I got from Gumatex. Why am I going to use this? I'll show you. You might have seen the video where I stuck a skeg mount onto this kayak, onto this Packraft. This is a Gumatex skeg mount and I used this glue to fix that. Now this has been out on white water and this has scuffed a hell of a lot and been caught a hell of a lot because the boat ground out a lot on that particular trip, which is coming soon to this channel.
Now that's more like it.
Ooh, a little bit shallow here, scraping bottom a little bit. Playing with water, where it's relatively... Oh, he's in! And considering how much it did get caught and ground out on the bottom of the riverbed, and the fact that it's still in place, that tells me this is pretty good. What I'm going to do first is just very lightly with some emery paper here, just very lightly scuff around this area in a bit of a square shape, just to give the glue a bit of something to purchase to. As I say, very lightly, I'm not trying to go through the fabric. That's all I want to do. Now it's just a case of cutting a little patch to fit. I have to say, these little rocks on multi-tools with the scissors built in, they're some of the best scissors I've ever used. They're fabulous. Right, so I just want to kind of overlap the black a little bit, overlap the patch area a little bit. And that should do it. That's all I'm going to do is put that over there. I will just scuff the back of this just a little bit. Again, same reason, just to give the glue something, a bit of something to purchase to. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm not going to worry too much if this doesn't look pretty, because I want it to be effective more than pretty. Let's smear some of that on there. Right up to the edge. Smear some of this on here. Just daub it on. and then I'll just slide it around to spread it. Just a little bit there, just daub some on that. Same on this corner. Starting to stick already, it's good stuff this. I do want to make sure that it sticks well over that crease where the materials join. That's already going tacky, so I'm just going to leave that now until the morning. Well, another 24 hours just to give it a chance to really set. Before I do leave it, because this outer bit has kind of gone off, I'm just going to put some hooks on there just to hold that flat. That should do it. It's about 10 hours later, and actually this is looking really good, so I'm going to inflate the boat and see if it lasts, leave it all day and see if it lasts. What I also stuck on at the same time was a bit of a, there's no hole here, but the floor had worn a bit. There's a buckle directly underneath here, and the floor had a few little wear marks on it. So I stuck a bit of a reinforcement patch on there while I was at it. Might as well, right? Right, let's get some air in. There's the patch in the inflated boat. Just gonna leave that stood there for the day and see what it's like when I get home this evening after work. Well, I'm pleased to report 24 hours later, and it's all the same as it was when I left it. Fantastic. Job well done, I reckon. If you found that useful, you know what to do about liking and subscribing and all that kind of stuff, because I do quite a bit of stuff to do with kayaking and camping and geocaching, and if there's stuff you like, jump on board. Alright, thanks for watching. You take care of yourself. Cheerio.